Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember? Oh, you're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured, or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him? If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please? Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy, I just... What do you want to know? Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean? Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you. All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen. You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is. You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber. Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al... What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me. Oh, there's not much to... Oh. All right, fine. Yeah, something like that. But... Oh... Look, if you really want to know all the tragic detail... What? Great. So you're ready to go look for Al? My hero. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
If you're reading this, It means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place." Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth. To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options: death, and that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now and find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina? Yeah, you know, agricultural goddess of springtime? Oh, is that right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in any other sacred places you're not supposed to be. Can't have you disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now? But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost. and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine. Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming? Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment. If you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old whore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you. Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it. Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably. All right, see you around. Ah, it's you again. Hope you're settling in, friend. Now, what's on your mind? Oh, I don't give it much thought these days. I mean, everybody here's got their own view about what we need to do to survive. But I say, let's spend less time arguing about what it means to be good and just get on with it, you know? Well, it's a long one and kind of sad, but I don't mind telling it. I'm a farmer. Always have been. I grew up in a small village in Britannia, Camulodunum, with my parents and 2 little sisters. Lovely part of the world. One day, when I was about 20, my father and I were in the top paddock, loading our cart, when some Roman legionaries came along, demanding produce for their men. My father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I did. I sprinted so fast I almost threw up. But by the time I got back, he was bleeding out on the ground, and our cart was empty. That was my first encounter with the Legions. My mother died of a broken heart soon after, and things went downhill from there. I took over the farmstead, but I was young, and it was a struggle. More raiding started before too long. We'd come outside in the morning to find animals missing, our stores pillaged. These Legion thugs just took whatever they wanted. One night, when my sisters and I had nothing left to steal, there was a knock at the door. I knew who they were, and what they wanted. I got my father's old axe, pulled the door open real quick, and before that soldier knew it, split his face right down the middle. But there were more of them. I never saw how many, because the next thing I knew, I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was reduced to ash. My sisters, dead. And they left me alive to see what they'd done. Still burns whenever I think about it. Yeah, well, I wasn't the only one this happened to. It wasn't long before Boudica led thousands of Britons in a rebellion against the Romans. Unfortunately, there were just too many of them. And those of us who survived, they enslaved. So, then I found myself being transported all the way to Rome to be sold to the highest bidder. I spent a few years working for my new master, learning the Romans' ways, Romanized my name and everything. Tried to escape a couple of times, but they always found me, and I'd just end up right back where I was. I'd probably still be there too, if it wasn't for the stampedes breaking out. You see, about 7 months ago, an enormous fire broke out in Rome. Everybody was running down toward the river, screaming and shouting. I'd never seen anything like it. Human beings acting like cattle. I got swept up with them somehow, and the rest is a blur. The next thing I knew, some stranger was dragging me out of a river. Stumbled across this place, and I started my life over again. That's what I thought too, for a while. But it seems the gods aren't done tormenting me yet. See, I finally had my own farm again, safe from the grasping hands of the Romans. Or so I thought. Until Sentius the Decurion demanded I hand over all my produce. It's for the good of us all, he says. Only he takes the best bits for himself, of course. He even told me if I refuse his demands, I'll break the golden rule. I'm not sure I believe him, but then, what if he's right? So, it turns out our dear old magistrate is no better than the Legion thugs who took everything from me. I'm right back where I began. But don't you worry, Nemesis is waiting, and he'll get his, one day. He'll get his. Forget I said that last part, will you? I get carried away sometimes. Thanks, friend. I knew I liked you. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Was there something else you wanted to talk about? Well, as much as I'd love to get out of here, the harvest's always more fruitful in another man's field, isn't it? But Scintilla, Sentius's daughter, went missing a few weeks back. Could be she found a way out. If anyone knows for sure, it'll be her sister, Sentia. But she'd never tell the likes of me. All right. See you around.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come. The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives. They never do. There is only a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions. Help me? You cannot help me. I have seen things. A pattern, a terrible pattern. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay closed. I'll say no more. The bloodless shadows. This is their punishment. The newly arrived are ignorant of the
I love your clothes. So, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's a light in your eyes I've never seen before, a certain learning and sophistication. Coming on a bit strong, don't you think? I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern? Let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us. Let it go. You know, normally, I'd expect you to buy me a drink before asking if I want to get out of here. Straight to business, huh? I can work with that. As a matter of fact, I do know a way out. I'm happy to tell you all about it, but this is valuable information we're talking about, and I don't just give it out like some cheap oracle. So, how badly do you want it? Is it worth, say, 1,000 denarii to you? Simple. It's a one-way trip, and I'm not ready to go just yet. I like my life here. One day, maybe, but not now. Well, I can't tell you too much, or you'd figure it out for yourself. But I promise you, you'll never have to spend another hour in this city ever again. I think of it this way. I have something of value, and I'm willing to share it for a price. That's not unethical. That's just good business. Now, do you want it or not? If I took your money without giving you what I promised, I'd be breaking the golden rule, wouldn't I? And I have no interest in doing that. Well, perhaps you could take out a loan. I understand Malleolus has lent money to others, on occasion. I just try not to think about it. Certainly, for 10 denarii. Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair, until one day she just snapped. This place has that effect on people. Now, she just stands around, caked in filth, muttering nonsense to herself. It's a real shame. Now I have to do my own hair. How embarrassing for you. All right, see ya. You stay away from my money!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
We must get to the shrine.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and why you look like you've just taken on a gladiator and lost? I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life. Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you. Of course. What did you want to know? All right.
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope there's a light in your... What was that? Let's just... Certainly. But have you met Livia? Now, whatever you like. Certainly. For 10... I hear that if
Sisyphus,
Malleolus is
attack
elected...
or pursue the stone that
Whatever you
always
like.
returns.
All right.
Just as the but it the new
your best behavior, I trust? Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate sent you. I expect it shouldn't take too long. Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand...
Hey, Horatius. How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work. I'm a stoic, remember?
If the old man couldn't even keep his own daughter safe, how can anyone trust him to keep us safe, eh?
Why do I get the feeling you had something to do with Sentilla's disappearance?
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did something to that poor sweet girl, not even the golden throne is gonna protect you. Got it?
Ha! As if I'll be afraid of you, little man. Malleolus isn't received. Her name's Domitius. Too bad. I'm glad you asked. See, left me strict instructions he doesn't want to... Dunno. Bribe? Let's... Just make... Yeah? Whoa, you must really want to see Malleolus. Just make sure you give it back on your way out. What now? When Malleolus wins the election, I think it's gone on long enough. And we've already lined up the votes in it. Her name's Why? Malleolus, of course. Whatever.
Thank you, Act. Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hefty tribute, so you must have been desperate to see me. Well, what do you want? I'm Malleolus. I'm glad you asked. These good people have... By declaring there's no such thing as... Wait, don't... Nonsense. There's no... I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best. What? Oh, I see what's happening. Surely, you're not one of those... True, but that is simply because... I'm afraid not. We're stuck... You mean the children's fable? I trust you can...
What now? I'm a legionary of the First Italica, but there's not... I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughters. I also keep... I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for... Not anymore. She's probably figured... My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting. Then some Genetricum fugitor tried to take advantage of the chaos and pinch my pendant. I remember chasing him through the crowd, blacked out, and woke up near here. Ah, don't be. As Seneca that said, Scintilla's disappearance. He's one of the better commanders I've ever had, that's for sure. Good stoic. Lives, treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to. Can't ask for much more than. I went around asking the same question. To bear trials with a calm mind. I don't see why not. Of course. I'm a legionary of the first. What business is that? A lot of people have been looking for. No, it's not that. But I learned, but I don't want to see. If you're accused. Worth a try. You're grasping it. I have.
Whatever are you wearing? Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting. I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. What are you doing? I'm Sentia. What? Really? I'd never have noticed. Now, remind. Ugh, what is it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth. I don't know. Can you? It was 3 weeks ago. We went into our rooms. I think so, yes. Because our father had plans to marry her. I don't know. All I know is... You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after them. His family name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest. And my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor. Why? Because I'm on this... I hope you're not insinuating... Oh, you're all...
We're finally alone. A curious name. I see you have the... We're always happy to welcome a... Now, you're probably wondering why I said a secret city built. Indeed. More importantly, consider 22 complete strangers. And in all that time... Nor could I, until... But the reason, if even... You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, from what we can gather, and provoke a terror. It's extraordinary that we've survived. And now all that matters is that somebody in this... Unless you and... I know that's a lot to take it. An intelligent question. There was a good deal... Of course, everyone agreed. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. As magistrate, I had... And we must... It is only... Barbaric? Barbaric? What a... Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years, we have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless wars. All our citizens are... When our people are starving, they are given food rations. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and no other civilization in the world is so advanced. Of course, what else would we do with those prisoners? On occasion, but... Of course, but... Are you talking about our practice of decimation? You mean the blasphemous cult responsible? Well, I have made... Unfortunately, there are... I would be keep... You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of... It said to open it, and when I saw you arrive in a... 2,000 deep. Please, tell me. I have imagined... If I understand Prosperna's ritual, if you manage to prevent this, thus you'll have created a paradox. Do you ever stare at a problem for so what's needed here? What reason could you... I'm glad you think so. Well, all right. Frankly, their selfishness and reckless... Well, I believe you're in the... As for me, well, the people here would only treat my... All I can tell you, I have to recite a prayer. In this case, that I don't suppose you... I assume that was me. Well, good. Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate. I authorize you to enter, figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately. Oh, and one last thing. I heard wailing.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see? She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that could... It's too late. She was poisoned. She came, and I knew Decius had some at his mark. That'll be 1,000 denarii. Then that toad shrugs and says, anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to... So all I could do it, and now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it. Well, unless you have the power, get me that silphium resin. I don't care how you get it. I swear to the gods below, not even... Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Salve, terrible shame what happened to you. Certainly. Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it. Hear what? She claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could. But I digress. Do you want this silphium? Well, if you did that, you'd... Don't you dare. Ah, back again, I see. You mean, how did I end up here? All right. Well, you see, mostly sculptures, Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. See, about 7 months ago. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most look all the way down to the river. I'm elbowing for a step, but to my surprise, we make it. But the captain's happy to take my coin. No, too heavy. The cart. Of course I chose that. I mean, I can always buy a new slug. So I put my hand on the cart, and in one swift motion, she topples a whole No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was Only, I guess, when I came to, I couldn't agree more. I mean, sure, I'd lost a few thousand denarii. Look around you, there must be more. I'm afraid not. If you're dead. Some people here are a little... Oh yeah, got all... It's terrible for inflation is what it is. Of course, I have an idea. I've scoured this city from top to bottom. Thank you, friend. Malleolus. No. Very well.
It's the statues.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Hide!
Salve, friend.
The 49 melodies fetch again with incessant
She needs the resin. What, Yulia? Hopefully enough. That was extraordinary. How? Look. If that was like the... You just saved a past, and maybe she can tell us who poisoned her. In the meantime, I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable. My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my... So I waited for the right... As he prepared to evacuate, I could barely see. The next thing I remember... It's all right. Say what you will. And while there's no shortage of... Oh, this kind of strange, but the god who... Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. This changes the last time I saw her, and then she shut her. She's been gone so long, but I really wish I could reach her. One of my patients is... I really shouldn't say. He's become so irritable that the smallest... I just know Navia would know how to... Really?
Oh, it's you. Was there something you want? as much as I'm great. The golden rule. That... Please, just... All right. I'd been here about... So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way, she was supposed to be my friend. So she suggested... I'm not proud of it, but... Yes. I had to sign an agreement. I paid Aurelia. You figured it out already. Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of... She pointed to a sign on her tavern. She immediately told Malleolus. In fact, That's what I said. I went to Sentius and begged. I thought about resisting. He locked me in his villa. His wife, Claudia, was just as bad. I'd be on my hands and knees. Those two took my hemlock. I just wanted it to be over. Don't you think I know that? I brought it on myself. I trust... When I've recovered, I expect their thug Dimitri. Only this time, honestly, I doubt it. At least until a lot. He's in exactly the same position as he's probably already... If so, I doubt you could make... I don't know who you...
Fresh meat, huh?
Your magistrate. Domitius doesn't use... I try...
Talk. My marital... I think a better... I have quite enough. Preferably. I think it's a... This is outrageous. Why are you still here? Fine.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
sounds serious. Yulia? Oh no. I'll go. But
Ixion turns.
Names would can't stop families from Solution on Tigre. Same way as because we're all in magistrate. If you nobody is supposed to I get stirred up. You want to help? Oh, you what about if I did? Oh, I mean, all these people seems like I don't know. Of course I... Meliodas. Not sure. No. What?
Salve again, friend. I went... How is it possible? You're a bit like Sisyphus. Yeah. Sisyphus was a Greek king. He was forced to push a great boulder, forcing him to start over. Actually, now that I think of it, Tantalus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel going... Anyway, I don't know. So, I'll tell you what. Anytime, friend. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell...
Whatever.
I hope you're taking care of it. Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life. That's good. If you're not on edge, well, we've all been waiting. I used to lay awake at night, I still don't have any of the... All right, well...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing?
That's the idea.
What?
Why do you think?
I know things. Please, please.
I'm sorry, but
Please, help him. If he goes through with it. I don't know. Thank you.
Let me guess. You're not going to trick. Like what? You're just saying that you must. I am out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! I can't... Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin, and that was not your fault. I'll have to let everyone know what happened, and I'd best pray for...
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. Ah, another stone. We've all... I still... But, and that's where I... You don't think that's innocent men? If that's true, then... Please keep that to yourself. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year. Oh, thank... I'm afraid not. I don't put a lot of... If that doesn't work... Oh, I see. Here, in this place, I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks, but long hours of... Oh, much the same way as... We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins to pass. A scuffle broke out, and I woke up by... Oh, that's all. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, if you like. All right.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what? What? Help him.
I am out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! And
I can't believe this is how it ends.
oh no, 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 no. What?
If you're trying to... Let me... I screwed up my life. I'll be stuck. I am out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! Today is a sad day. I hope you're coping. Here, in this place, the Majesty...
Feeling all... Oh no, there was... But that was... Well, she... Until the last... And then she's... But I... One of... He's become so... I just... Really?
A fellow greetings. I'm Joe, and I must say, leather boots in plate. I have traveled and never... Then you are an explorer. We will have much time. My story? You mean to say, with all that... I'll tell you, it is precisely because of... I say, the more of our custom... Oh, if we all end up as golden statues for future... A good question. I remember I rented a prestigious... And we began... Now, I have had visions and this time, I remember when I regained my... Indeed. I'm like... In any case, it's... I went to find firewood for his comfort. And it... Shh. Have you not... Oh... Of course, the first question any of us... And scaling the chasm wall is... But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. See, this after... They have. I am getting to that. There was an attempt. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt. They heard a good laugh. So it seems that to me... That, my friend, is quite... I do not enjoy the thought of another... Nothing... Ah, yeah. Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? When Demeter, Instead, she changed the climate of Earth. Innocent people. So yes, if we are to survive, avoid doing what... Regrettably, for even if 99... Sadly, no matter... Ah, the voice of a... But on... For all their grim and haunting... I hope... Greetings and salutations.
Whatever's in that great temple... Salve, stranger, and we... Sweet. Very well.
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow? For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
Why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Ah, a new face. I hear we have you to say... Well, I'm an architect. Or help out with repairs, but you... You mean the Great Temple? This one, given the way it's positioned so prompt. Unfortunately, you see, usually a temple there's an obelisk out the front. And of course we can't get inside because so we're all left wondering, unless somebody Gladly. Personally, they're an ingenious... It's funneled below the and the rest is... Hey, not so loud. I'm not saying it's impossible. Oh, I'm glad you asked. But there's one thing that puzzles me. Or it could mean that they were Greeks who really built, if only there was a... Of course. You wouldn't build. They are much worse, but once you get used... Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe. They weren't nearly as tolerant. Some people say it's divine. I mean, once you've been here long, which means one of two things, and I'm pretty sure. Good. The first is to leave. Good question. It's best if I say no more, but... Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my... Hey, nothing sorry, that... And when you grow up in the north, as I did, I saw enough friends, so I hid who I was for... What was it? But that kind of fear, needless to say, since I'm now living... My openness didn't... Nice of you to say. In any case, the Rome, or at least it's the strange thing is, I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not... If I had to guess... Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god. And that, if there are any of them here, they won't... All I know is, if these threat... What? Rick, I'm glad you arrived with someone who lives... Oh, but if you find them, please don't hurt or human... Come back and let me know. Oh, that's... Well, my... Nice to talk to you.
How'd you do? Ah. I don't, I'm afraid. But I did overhear Fabia telling Georgius she saw some... She was headed to the baths not long ago. Very well.
Help! You have to do... A man arrived and... You have to do something, or he's gonna break the god... None of us do. The magistrate made us through. You'll just have to... Thank you. I have to... What? Ugh. The shrine is collapsing! Are you see? Are you going? You... Are you daft or just cat? Here... What? Ugh. The shrine is...
Fabia, no! Oh God, she's dead! Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her! Oh Fabia, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl! I can't believe she is dead. The gods are cruel and unjust.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus. I'm not sure I believe that. I am here with orders from... So, if you tell me that... Is that understood? You are not off to a good start. Thank you. Now tell me. A small community. I was told Quinctius was a cult. Oh, don't play coy with me. I don't care. Always sneaking up. The Emperor may have tolerated your... You say that, but... So you admit you're... Threatening me is not... That sounds and I saw the inscription say... You've clearly... Now tell me... You lot are practicing... Of course you'd say. It's all clear to me now. What baffles me... However, you still have a chance... Very well. Here's what I know. He's off. The Emperor says he and his cult... Who are you to challenge what the... This is your last chance. Ah. Thank you for your...
Any news about my... Oh. Nice to talk.
I can't believe she's the god.
What about...
May Apollo keep you safe.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.